Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about how do you know that Hekate is calling you. Now, if you've already been called by Hekate or you're already working with Hekate, let me know in the comments how you knew that Hekate was the one to work with. Did she call you? Were you attracted to her? How did your relationship begin? And for those of you who are new to working with Hekate and you're curious about, should I work with Hekate, or is she calling me, or what's going on? We'll talk about that in this video. Before we do though, my name is Sandra. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path. If you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, tarot, shadow work, magic, and Hekate, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. If you're wanting to work with Hekate in regards to developing your inner self and really stepping into who you truly are, your true witch self, and doing some shadow work with Hekate to help you feel more joy, more peace, and more confident in your life, then have a look at another video that I have. It's a free video called Awaken Your Power with Hekate. There's a link in the description field below this video, and you can also find it on my freebies tab on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. Hekate is a very popular goddess amongst witches and pagans in general. She's known in modern times as the goddess of witchcraft or the mother of witchcraft. She is the symbol of magic and our ability to be able to transform our lives. She's been very popular over the last decade or so, particularly as we are in changing times, and she is offering her hand or offering her torches to help guide people who are interested in taking that journey into magic and also into self-discovery. And by self-discovery, I'm not talking about discovering the ego self, I'm talking about discovering who we truly are, because deep down inside we do know that, but often we're not as aware of who we truly are, and also being able to express aspects of ourselves that we are already familiar with, but we're just not confident about being able to express those and live those aspects because all of the negative programming that we've picked up along the way from our childhood right through into adulthood and also in past lives as well. So how do you know if Hekate is calling you? This is going to be different for everybody. I'll talk about my experience. For me, it was through the moon. And the moon was waxing, so it was a few days off being full. Now, Hekate is usually associated with the new moon and the dark moon. But in this instance, because of my, connection with a particular tarot deck that has Hekate as the moon card, when I looked up and I saw the moon, I thought Hekate. And I felt her say, it's time to work with me now. Now, I had never even thought of working with Hekate. I'd known a lot about Hekate and that she was very popular, but I'd never necessarily been drawn to working with her. And it just happened that on this particular day, I looked up at the moon and this came into my consciousness. A few days beforehand, I had become aware of a course with Hekate by Jason Miller. So I was aware that there was something, but I thought about it and I thought, I'm not really drawn to doing it, so I just let it pass. After that, after I had that encounter with the moon and that thought of Hekate saying, I want to work with you now, or it's time to work with me now, is actually what she said. Then a few days later, I got another email. And so I decided to do that work with Hekate. Now, your experiences may be similar, or they may be completely different. So one of the ways that you can know if it's time to work with Hekate is through your dreams. Hekate will come to you in dreams. It could be dream imagery, it could be dreams of herself, it could be her name, it could be one of her many symbols, so it could be snakes, it could be her dogs, it could be her stropolos, it could be her keys, it could be her torches, it could be the crossroads, or you may dream of some of her epithets. like Hekate Clydecourse or Hekate Enodia. And they'll just be there in your dream. You may have a dream where you're feeling threatened and you call on Hekate for protection. There are ways that you can glean, okay, if I'm having a dream of a particular deity, in this case Hekate, then there's something about that deity that I need to sort out or suss out. It could be an invitation to work with her. Another way is through synchronicities. You may all of a sudden start seeing Hekate popping up in your social media feed, like on YouTube or something. You may see some of her symbols more in the world. So you might see 333 or 33 or come up with 3 a lot because 3 is her number. You may be seeing a lot of crossroads or taking notice of things. There might be a lot of black dogs that you're seeing coming into your life in some way. Your reticular activating system may be showing you things that are particularly related to Hekate. So that could be a symbol that it's time to work with her. It's time to maybe ask for her help or her guidance, or just ask her, what's going on here? I keep seeing your symbols and I'm wondering, you are inviting me to work with you. You may have urges or dreams. Another way is through an urge. You may feel drawn to Hekate for some reason. And it's just whenever you see anything on Hekate, you're drawn to those videos or stories or comments about Hekate. You may feel that you're drawn to her historically. It's a fascination with her. That can be a way that she's calling you or you are calling upon her. And when you're becoming interested in a particular deity, that can mean that you're ready to start to meet that deity. You're ready to start working with that particular deity. You may be having moments of transition in your life. It's another way that Hekate may come to you. So you may have big decisions to make, big changes in your life that are happening. So you're at literally a crossroads and you have to make decisions about things. That can be an opening to work with Hekate. She may come to you through those symbols, through dreams, through synchronicities during this time, or you may just start to see and want to learn more about her during these moments of transition because she's a goddess that can help you with transitions. Another indication could be that you're ready to do shadow work now. And Hekate is a great deity to do shadow work with. So she might be calling you to do the shadow work because she will help you do shadow work. I have found Hekate to be the most helpful deity of all deities that I've worked with when it comes to helping me find the things within my psyche that I need to change in order to step more into who I truly am. And it doesn't take her long to do it. You just have to ask and you receive. With Hekate, it's a case of if you're going to put in the effort to do the work, she will put in the effort to help you do the work. So you may find that working with Hekate can often create situations in your life where it's time to let go and do the shadow work, to not try to hold on to the old self if it's not working for you, and to embrace who you truly are. Now, there's a lot of myths and that around Hekate. A lot of myths depict her as being a goddess that is, very dark and sinister. I have not experienced her to be that way at all. However, she is a deity that is going to let you make the mistakes. If you're going to make mistakes, she will let you fall into a hole. But if you need to get out of that hole, she will help you get out of the hole. But all of us need to learn from our own experiences. She won't do the work for you. So she's there to help, and she's there to help teach you things. But your actions are what you're going to learn from, and your actions are going to be what she allows you to take. Your actions, and she will help you in whatever way you need help. Hekate is a deity that is a pretty serious deity. I mean, she can be a very stern and very serious, but there's also compassion and lightness there with her too. So don't be afraid to approach her, or don't be afraid if she is approaching you. Now, I've had some of these experiences myself, and other people in the Mystery Witch School Academy have also had these experiences with Hekate, that when they first start working with her, often some little things in their life will start to go wrong. So it could be your computer breaks down, or it could be that you lose your suitcase when you're flying somewhere, but then you find it again, or the laptop stopped working. For my case, the laptop just went blank, stopped working, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to buy a new one. So I left that. I went to a gem show, and at the gem show I found a key pendant, which was a Hekate key pendant, and I thought, it's time to just trust Hekate with this, because it was really annoying me that I'd have to buy another laptop and the expense of buying another one as well. So I just thought, I'm just going to leave this in Hekate's hands. And, you know, if I need a new one, I need a new one. Hekate helped guide me, because I was really not wanting to buy a new laptop at that stage in my life. And when I got back, it started working. And other people have had similar experiences. Just recently, somebody had an experience where they had misplaced their suitcase, or the suitcase had got lost. They just trusted Hekate. They thought, okay, this is a sign. I've just started working with Hekate. This is a sign that I just need to trust and ask for help, and then it turned up. So I know a lot of people have had these experiences where little things have gone wrong, and I almost think this is a test from her to say, do you trust me? Do you trust me enough to work with me? And so with Hekate, you don't just learn about how to do magic from an active perspective to, you know, put your will out into the world. She will teach you how to surrender to receiving as well, and surrender to the magic, and surrender to the higher self. Now, how can you contact Hekate? The easiest way is to pick a dark moon or a new moon night. Pick a candle that's Hecatean colors, like a red candle or an orange candle. Light that candle, offer her a supper, and a supper can be as simple as just some boiled eggs with honey. It can be pomegranate, whatever you have available to you that is associated with her, like pomegranates, eggs, honey, wine. Invite her to come to your supper. Pour her a glass of wine. You can pour yourself a glass of wine as well, and enjoy that energy with her, but it's simply just asking her. Now, I do have a course called A Journey with Hekate, and in that course you do have a dipnon that you can do. You've got a daily practice with Hekate that you can do, so that you can start to set up a relationship with her, and then you can start to do the shadow work with her, and that's you stepping into who you truly are and asking her to help you do that. And the type of shadow work that I like to do with Hekate is simply you knowing deep down what it is that you want to experience in your life and who you want to experience yourself as. And that's a good place to start. But you have to start living that in your imagination first in order to create it. So the way that Hekate likes to work is to have you step into the version of yourself that you want to be before you've actually really felt confident in that version of you. And you do this repetitiously. And any beliefs or anything that's holding you back, like I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, I'm not allowed to have this, it's wrong for me to have this, it's not right for me to be like this or to have this or that, Hekate will show you those beliefs. And I give you techniques that you can use to change those beliefs so that you can fully step into the version of you who you know yourself to be, but you haven't had the confidence to express just yet. So this is a different type of shadow work to some of the other shadow work that I do, where we just work on negative beliefs and tapping and all that. This is Hekate also having an influence in your stepping into who you truly are. So that is A Journey with Hekate. That course link is in the description field below this video. And you can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com, under my courses tab and on my homepage. So just light a candle on a new moon or a dark moon night. Ask Hekate to be present. you can just call her name over and over and over again and meditate for 5 to 10 minutes and just feel into what you're feeling as you're meditating. You may get a vision, you may hear something, you may feel something. Or nothing might happen in that instance, but you may start to see symbols and have synchronicities happen for you after you've done that ritual. Don't be afraid of Hekate. If you show her respect, which the offerings of the supper is showing, it's just, being cordial basically to another as you would a friend. If you invite a friend over, you may give them a cup of tea or coffee or something like that. That's how it is with offerings. It's just basically being hospitable to the deity. Now, there's myths around that if you start doing dipnons to Hekate, that you have to continue to do them or else Hecate's wrath will be upon you. That's not true. I have gone times where I haven't worked with Hekate for months and not done dipnons. So it's not the end of the world. And honestly, Hekate is beyond ego, which means she doesn't care whether you do dipnons for the rest of your life or not. All she really cares about is the work you're doing together, and she will help you with that. So don't be afraid of some of those things about her wrath being upon you. It's not really how she works. Any questions that you have about working with Hekate, pop them in the comments, or you can also email me to sandra@mysterywitchschool.com and I can answer those questions for you. Now, if you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Blessed be.